Times City Critic. I'm here at the Newtown Creek wastewater treatment plant. If you've ever driven past it on the BQE or seen it from the streets of Greenpoint, you could not have failed to miss these astonishing silver bulbs that shoot up out of the ground into the sky. You may have even entertained some kind of little boy fantasy about how much fun it would be to explore it. That is the idea behind Open House New York, an annual event which over the course of a weekend invites all New Yorkers to go explore literally hundreds of spaces, many of which are off limits at other times, all completely free. Just look up the schedule at ohny.org. I'm going to get a preview of what the weekend might be like, and it's going to start with a trip to the top of the orbs.
Its design is for 310 million gallons a day of wastewater and up to 700 million gallons a day of rainwater coming through the system, getting purified, and sending it back into the East River. We're going to take visitors on a selected set of venues without the plant, and one of our highest points is over here at the digester eggs. The digesters are 140 feet in the air. They're 80 foot in girth in the widest point, and each one weighs 33 million pounds filled with sludge.
It is ever so slightly stinky up here, but it's also so thrilling to be able to see this view from this totally weird vantage. For our next stop, we're on Duane Street at the home and also the office of Sandro Marpillero and Linda Pollack, architects who took over what would otherwise have been an extremely dark basement space. They cut the back off of it. They turned it into something totally unexpected. And every year now they welcome Open House New York visitors in to see what it's all about.
It is an opportunity to share with a very large public what design is. It's kind of counterintuitive to make a 26-foot high window when you have a 14-foot space. And so the idea is as you came down, to have your eye taken up, which is very nice to have that when you are living in a basement. These elements, even though they're not aesthetically evolved, they become really charged with all of their histories and so on in a way that makes them remarkable.
Our next stop is Murray's Cheese on Bleecker Street. There are not a lot of stores in the open house weekend, but a few years ago the organizers approached the Murray's folks and asked them if they would open a cave, which they age all the cheese, and it turned out to have such a popular event that now they do it throughout the year.
We're in the main room of Murray's Cheese Caves here. We've got 5 rooms down here, various temperatures and humidity levels to care for all the different styles of cheese that we carry. This is what we call our bloomy rinded cave, generally smaller cheeses with a white fuzzy rind growing on the outside. In Cave 4, this is what we call our natural rind cave. It's a little bit warmer, it's a little bit moister in this room, and that is an environment for an even wider variety of molds and microorganisms to grow. So Cave 5 is the big one. Towards the front of the cave, where it's a bit more humid, we keep our washed rind cheeses. That's the stinky cheese you smell as soon as you walk in here. Instead of letting mold grow on the outside of these, they're washed in a brine solution, and that kind of creates the perfect environment for this bright orange bacterial culture. And this is the warmest and moistest of the caves. We try to keep it up to about 95% relative humidity. A lot of care went into the design and construction of these rooms. And it's a way to see something you wouldn't normally be able to. I mean, it's not open to the public on a normal day.
So much of what happens in New York takes place behind closed doors. It's not accessible to anybody. Open House New York is a rare and truly fun opportunity to peek behind some of those doors into private homes, obscure corners of the city's infrastructure, and find out a little bit about how the city really works.